Recording is started. Go ahead here.
Okay. My name is Ankita Shetkar. I completed my bachelor's in computer engineering in India. I started my master's here in Tampa, St. Leo University. So in that last semester, I failed in one subject. So now I'm preparing to for that retake the subject on January. Actually, I have completed my IT. I am in the computer engineering, but I don't have any experience. So I want to start with as a business analyst, and once I get any experience, I will maybe change or I will continue as a business analyst.
Okay, that would be the quite honest answer. Perfect. I love that. Can you tell me what do you think about what basically a business analyst can do for company?
Okay, the business analyst is a gap between the stakeholder and a client. So maybe sometimes the users may be non-technical people. So that time the business analyst help them to convert non-technical requirements to technical. Basically, is a business analyst is not doing any like a coding or everything, but just he's managing the everything between like a developing team and the user. Business analysts can gather the requirement, collaborating with stakeholder, and ensure that the project will success uh, uh, in the timeline.
Interesting and wonderful. Actually, that's the thing. Very good. You have a deeper understanding of what exactly the business analyst can do for the company. Okay. So let
Mhm.
me tell you a brief idea about it. Today is the introductory session, so we can have base idea on what exactly business analysts do, what are their KRAs, okay, and how we can proceed for it. Apart from that, I'm going to tell you how was the training structure is going to be there and all stuff,
Mhm.
right? For your
Yeah.
better idea, so that you can grab the more things
Mhm.
and we can proceed, right? So let me tell you about business analyst, BA we called it, right? BA. This person, business analyst, is basically the name suggesting business, right?
Yeah.
Business and analyst. So let me tell you an example of Deloitte. You maybe heard about Deloitte, right?
Yeah.
You are from India, right? TCS is very big.
Yeah. Yeah.
TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. What basically they do? They are the
Mhm.
service-based company, right?
Yeah.
They are service-based company. I believe my screen is visible to you, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to provide you this entire notebook also so that you can refer it for the future also. So they are the service-based company, right? Who are providing the service to the different companies.
Mhm.
Okay. Now the concern is when they provide a service means what basically. Let me tell you something. A basic example. Let's suppose there is a person A. This is a person A. Okay.
Mhm.
This is a person. He is running a manufacturing firm. We know that as a manufacturing firm, he is actually good in manufacturing, right? He was
Yeah.
not able to good in handling remaining stuff. Now
Mhm.
there is a service-based company, okay, who was actually providing services to the multiple companies. Now what they are specializing in, what there is a person two I am saying here. Person two, let me draw a person two like this. This person two is basically maintaining the what I can say services or processes. They are good in making process, right? So what you need
Mhm.
to do, the step number one, he need to find this guy. So what do
Yeah.
you think, how that person two is going to find the person A? Let me tell you another example, like me. My name is Praful Vinayak Boyer. Okay, Praful Vinayak Boyer is sitting in the India in a place named as Gujarat. Okay,
Mhm.
in the Gujarat Surat city. I am in the Surat city right now, so I am in the Surat right now. Okay,
Mhm.
so how would you are just consider you are as a engineer work in the Deloitte. Okay, engineer work in the Deloitte. How would you going to find me? Can you tell me?
Through any person.
Through any person? Do you have any contact in India?
No.
Suppose no, right? So then, how would you to find me? Think as a technical person, okay? This time we are actually looking for very. See, as a business analyst, you, as you mentioned at the starting as well, that you need to communicate with the businesses, right? So
Yeah.
when you communicate with the businesses, what is it? Wait a second.
Mhm.
So when I say communicating within businesses, so first you need to understand on which scenario you need to communicate, right? I agreed.
Yeah.
You need to communicate with me. You need to communicate with the multiple peoples. But on what basis you are going to connect, right? So I gave you a scenario that one
Mhm.
side, I'm a manufacturing company. I'm actually good in manufacturing. Let's suppose I'm manufacturing a water bottle. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm manufacturing a Kinley water bottle. Okay, now what, I'm good in manufacturing. Okay, now you are a service based company who provide a services like what, let's suppose I'm manufacturing this particular bottle. There is a process, right? I have
Mhm.
multiple machines on the ground, and what you need to do, you need to, I have this process. So what you can do, you can make a solutions for me, like you can automate my process. That is the one thing you can do for me. Another thing, you can perform a data analytics on my data, and you can help me to improvise my process, right? You can help me to
Yeah.
find the bugs. Apart from that, there is so many reporting tool, right? Multiple, I have multiple stations who need to report me, so you can make a CRM tools for me, right? So these are the solution you can provide me as a service based company, right? But before jumping into that, okay, before that, let's suppose I am here sitting in the Surat city, you are there in the another city in the USA, in the state of USA. How you going to find me?
Yeah.
Understood? That is the biggest. From here we need to start, and then we can, go for the remaining stuff. Okay. But till that,
Mhm.
you need to understand this one so that you can actually connect the dots. Okay, while working. Understood? Why I'm telling you, there is a reason for that. Because when you understand this scenario, then only you are able to connect that. Okay, this is the something that you need to communicate with me. So first question that I asked you, how you going to find me? Think. I'll give you 1 minute. Person. Your name is Ankita, right? Let me write your
Yeah.
name on it. Ankita. It's a good name.
Thank
I'm writing here. Ankita. Ankita needs to find profile.
you.
How they gonna find? Concern. I'm writing the concerns also.
Mhm.
She is in the service based company. I am a manufacturing person, right? You need to
Yeah.
find me. How you can find. Now the question is how,
Mhm.
right? Big
Yeah.
concern. So there is a multiple ways to communicate. Okay, I'll tell you
Mhm.
what. So there is a way called it. Some of there is technical term. We call it web scraping. That is the first way. I'll tell you how to do that.
Mhm.
Second one is called gatherings. Okay, you can go to the multiple gatherings. Okay, company gatherings. You can go there. Okay, you can run a campaigns in companies or countries. I can say.
Mhm.
Okay. Apart from that, what you can say, you can take a, yeah, campaigns are done. Okay. So what other thing you can do to find me? Mhm. You can do advertisement maybe.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you in a proper way of web scraping. Okay. Let me
Mhm.
show you something. Here I am. Let me click on this control N. Okay. Here I can search for LinkedIn. LINKED LinkedIn.com. I believe you also have your LinkedIn ID, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you a very good example of how to find peoples. how to find businesses on the LinkedIn. Okay. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
go here, jobs tab. See, here is the job is written. When I
Yeah.
was here, I need to search for, let's suppose, what I want to find. I want to find the manufacturing, right? So
Yeah.
I am writing here manufacturing, right? Manufacturing engineer, I write it.
Mm-hmm.
In manufacturing engineer, I am selecting this particular tab that is called company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or I can say, okay, remote jobs, state posted jobs, apply and all. Okay. So in place of that, senior manufacturing engineer, he needed, right? Name the
Mm-hmm.
company as HTC Global Services. That is means what? This company is exactly a product-based company, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to ask to my engineers, hey man, go there on these websites and you can find the company names.
Okay.
Now you can observe very carefully here. Here is the post name, right? After the
Yeah.
post name is the company name, right? After the company name, there is a address of the company is written, right? Means I know where that company is exactly located, right? Apart from that, if you'll go down, if I'll go down, 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 and down, so I can see something like 4+ year qualification, okay, HTC services, okay. So there is a page, right? I can go there on their page and I can find their, company address and all,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what I'm
Yeah.
going to do here, I am asking my team to extract this information. Basically, who extracted that information in the company by using technical tools? We called it web scrappers. We called it web scrapper because this is the information present on a web, right? And we are
Yeah.
scrapping, we are actually extracting the information. That's why we can call it the web scrapping is the first method. Okay, that
Mm-hmm.
is the web scrapping. Another thing is a gathering, right? Maybe I can ask my team. So let's say I'm going multiple gathering. Let's suppose my company is celebrating a founders day.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go there and meet with the different businesses, right? Apart from that, companies can celebrate their what I can say birthdays. Sometime company owners can celebrate their things. Okay, sometime companies can celebrate their multiple events they celebrated, right? So you can go in that gatherings also, okay, to justify, okay, hey man, I have them one of the service based company, do you have any clients? Most
Mm-hmm.
nowadays also this kind of will happen, okay, on the real time cases.
Yeah.
Campaigns, different countries, you may heard about. If you are in India nowadays, there is a one company named as Udo, very famous
Food.
company. Yeah, Udo. Okay, Udo is basically a software. It's a one kind of software that we utilize for data management and all stuff. Okay. So what Udo is doing, Udo is celebrating what their what I can say, community days. You may be heard about community days. Okay. So different like Microsoft also celebrating their community days in different countries. So what they are doing, they are actually making a very big infrastructure. Okay, they are actually running a campaigns to ask the multiple people to justify their things. Okay, so people can there and they can decide, okay, so we need these specific things for the country, we have these services. So what they basically provide, they provide a stalls to the different company, they make a stalls in those particular areas and they can run the campaigns. Okay, so by the campaigns also we can find the customers, right? And the last one is through advertisement. I can make a very big billboards and I'll actually target it a different kind of what I can say places. I can put out my holdings there and based on that holdings, I can go for advertisement, right? So these are the
Mm-hmm.
ways you can find out to me. But most accurate way that by using that you can find me is the web scraping.
Yeah.
Okay, remember that it's the most accurate way, because here in the gathering you cannot say that, okay, by using this only I can find it out. Okay, no, maybe there is a possibility I am not going to be there in the gathering, right?
Yeah.
In the campaigns also, if you are running a campaigns in the India, in the Indias there is so many cities, right? Big
Mm-hmm.
cities we have, there is so many tier one cities we have, like Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, then there is Ahmedabad, then there is Nagpur, these kind of big cities we have. What about the smaller cities where the big manufacturing firms are still there, right? What about Hyderabad? There is a not
Mm-hmm.
campaign running, right? Because we don't have that much budget to make it out. So that time there is a possibility to miss the campaign also. Advertisement is another thing, right? You cannot advertise your product in one country in all the cities because there is more than 100 cities you have. So it's very difficult to make an advertisement also. So it is one of the most accurate way. That's why nowadays also web scraper having a good career in the companies. Okay, so by using web scraping you found me. Okay, I can say
Yeah.
that Ankita found it proper. Okay, now we are going to understand again the next step. Okay, now I'm writing discussion. Now after finding what is the goal, next goal is going to be, now you need to make a call with me. Okay, you found me on my contacts and all through this LinkedIn. You got my mobile number, you got my email ID, you got my everything from me, from this specific now. What about, let's talk about discussion. You can say that like I am writing here, Ankita. Ankita is still not in picture. Okay, no, Ankita can in, she is maybe in this picture, so I am writing here Ankita. She is going to mail me first.
Yeah.
Me means what? Praful.
Yeah.
So when you send the mail, you can going to tell me, hey man, hey Praful, we have the entire scenario. We have very big team who can make this kind of solutions for you. Like we can make a ERP tool, we can make your process automated, we can enhance your productivity and all. You can taught me so many things. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm telling you, let's suppose you are going to send me an attachment. We called it portfolio. In another word, we called it portfolio. You are going to send me that portfolio. In that portfolio, it is everywhere is written that what exactly you are serving, right? There was
Yeah.
all things were going to be written. Like what? The first thing, what we have, right?
Mm.
What we can provide. Okay. Third thing, how it's beneficial. Now remember, there is a multiple things you can use like a mail.
Mhm.
Maybe you can take call, and the last one is a meet.
Maybe.
Most probably we are go for a mail and a meet. Okay, call is the secondary part, but still you can keep it because it's one of the most important key factor that you need to understand. So Ankita is going to mail me, or she can call me, or she can meet with me on the physical matter, right? So these are the
Yeah.
things we can. So what basically you are proposing me? You're proposing what you have, what you are, okay, what you can provide to me, and what how it's beneficial to me, right? Without
Mhm.
benefit, how am I going to proceed you? Okay, let's suppose you are not beneficial for me, so I cannot give you the full access of mine, right? Very simple.
Yeah.
There is this thing that you can very clear with. Okay, so Ankita are going to mail me. Okay, now let's
Mhm.
suppose me as a Praful is now interested in call. So what you can do, dear? Now I got you that okay, Ankita is very beneficial for me. Okay, Ankita, whatever services she was to provide, she is very
Mhm.
interested. Actually, I'm very interested to make my process automated. Okay, so what do you
Mhm.
think you can do for me now?
So now we schedule a interview or something. So discuss
Okay,
the
you are
details.
you said very good word, but not interview. We can say
Mhm.
a call. Okay, we are going to set up a meeting. Set up a meeting. You may be heard about there is a people who can visit at a multiple cities, okay, for a
Mhm.
meeting. What they do basically in that meeting, so they are actually discussing these points with the
Yeah.
client, okay, so that you are going to brief them about what you have, okay, for what? For briefing Praful that what we have. Right after that, let's suppose Praful give okay sign. Okay, Praful give okay.
Mhm.
Okay, and Praful wants what? He wants ERP tool. You may be heard about ERP tool, right?
ERP, yeah, I heard that.
Okay, let me show you how ERP tool looks like. Okay,
Mhm.
nowadays I'm a part of EduNet Foundation. Okay, I'll search here EduNet Foundation. Okay, no, sorry. Yeah, dashboard, dashboard. Here it is. EMS portal is something, we can say EMS, yeah, not ERP, I can say EMS portal. EMS. EMS stand for Employment Management System. Okay. Now this kind of thing is going to be open in front of me. What exactly it is? Here I have my name, Praful Vinayak Goyal. I'm a master trainer for Edunet Foundation. Okay. When I joined the company at that day only, they created my this profile. Okay. Now what I have there in this particular EMS tool, I can see my dashboard first. Okay, where I can access about my days. Today is a holiday because it's a Guru Nanak Jayanti. That's right. I can see whether in my team anybody have the birthday or not. So there is no birthday. Work anniversary, if somebody having a work anniversary, I can see here, right? In my company, there was a multiple openings I can see here. See, there was a multiple job opening I can see here, right? But it is a pop. I can close it out also. Okay, so there is so many things. Apart from that, I can see there was my name is written over here, okay, and the dashboard. When I click on organization chart, in the organization chart, I can see there was a Nagesh Singh, he is actually a chairman. Then there is a Vaibhav Oswal, is the vice president. Then there is a Ravindra Biden, who is associate director. Then there is a Praveen Prajapati, who is actually a senior manager. Then there is a Divakar Gautam, is a regional head. And then there is a me, Praful Vinayak Goer, as a master trainer, right? So this is an organization chart that I can help, that actually help me to understand where I exactly present in the company, right?
Yeah.
Then here I know that what I am doing here nowadays, I'm actually providing the multiple sessions to the students, right? So I can set up a multiple, what I can say, I need to schedule my sessions here so that people who are actually there, in upper management, they can understand, okay, Praful is engaged with this specific thing. Okay. So I can schedule my session by using this. Okay. See, here was select the program. There I need to hide the details and I need to schedule the program, right? Then I'll go in the attendance format. In the attendance format, when I click on attendance report, so I can see my attendance report here. So in this particular month, I was actually working. There is a week off I have. I am in the leave. So casual leave I took. So there is so many things I can see here, right? From the November 15 till the, I can say 1st November, right? I can see here. When I click on trainer availability, so I can see who are the trainers are there who are available for me. So I can see their contact numbers and all stuff. Okay. When I click on apply leave, I can see the multiple leaves here, like a sick leave. I have total 6 leave, six leave, casual one. There is one casual leave still remaining. Then there is a privilege leave. There is a 13.5 privilege leave. I have compensatory leave. I have 0, right? So these 2 leaves only I took, and those are both are the approval one. Okay. Now when I go down, if I go in the job opening, so I can see how many job openings are there in my company, so that I can refer to my team. Then I'll go in the expenses. Now the question is I'm doing work from home. I'm at the home only, right? So maybe when company asks me to go in the multiple places to for the session, so they need to give me the, what I can say, expenses, like travel expenses, you can say staying expenses, food expenses, right? So for that, I need to generate a bill and I need to, submit those expenses here. If I'll click on this and I'll go down, so see there was a my expenses is written. In the my expenses, I can see here how much total expense I did in the June month. I have a 1,665 till that the last in the October month. In the last month only, I did a 12,022 is my expense. Okay, that I did. So this kind of infrastructure I wanted for an employee. So this is called EMS system. So you as a service-based company is going to provide me with this specific what I can say, employment management system, EMS tool. Okay. I believe you understood now the infrastructure,
Yeah.
right? So you need to create this specific thing for me because I am a manufacturing company, right? Even
Yeah.
Edunet is an education company. They are providing the education to the companies, right? They were not good in making the websites and all. They are not good
Yeah.
at making ERP tools and all. They are not good into making the EMS tools. So what basically do? They ask third party to do that. So who is going to be that third party? You are going to be doing. Third. So this is the discussion. I taught you that I need EMS tool. Okay. Now what you are going to do? Now remember one thing. There is a 2 phases you have. First, this is called client side. This is me, Praful, right? There is a company side. Oh, sorry. So yeah, company side I can say. Yeah, company I can say. Okay, I'm writing team A. Okay, and now who you are? So here is the Ankita. Ankita is also called agent. Okay, who is going to keep a sync between both of them? Who is going to do the sync with into the both of them? She need to be very careful while doing this. Why? Because in this side, she needs to cope up with the client side also. She need to cope up with the business side also, means company side also. Okay. So now what happened? So there is a team lead that is called Scrum Master. So in this meeting, in this specific meeting, you're gonna have a two peoples. Which those two are? Ankita and Scrum Master. Give me a second. I have a call.
Okay.
Hello.
काय झालं रे बोल ना काय म्हण- हम्म. हम्म. तो पाचाना विकते म्हणालो हा.
Hello.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. We are good to go, right? Let me do go further. Okay, so now what you are going to do? I am setting up the scenario here. Okay, so now you are briefing. In this meeting, you have two people, Scrum Master and the Ankita. Okay, here you are still there, right? So you are here between them. You need to communicate with them. Okay, so first step, what Praful wanted? EMS tool. They all are technical peoples in the team one, so you need to report to Scrum Master, and Scrum Master is going to adjust the entire team, right? So let's start with the first thing. Okay, talk about project management tool. There is one project management tool we have that is called, maybe you heard about Agile and Jira. Have you heard about Jira before?
For tracking the progress, right? Project progress.
Ah, very good. These are the project management tools. Let me show you how they looks like. Okay. Let me show you here only. Let me click on plus. You need to search for the Atlassian. Yeah, Atlassian. 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 Okay. Now Atlassian is a company who provide the project management tool to us. Okay. Now when I open it, there was so many things. See, there was a project management is also written here, right? What you need to do, you need to click on this project management stuff. When you click on this, see, there was a Jira is written, right? So this is one of the tools you need to utilize to manage your project. Okay. So now I'm clicking on get started. You need to wait for a few seconds. He was going to ask you about your email ID. So I'm going to click on Google. Okay. When I click on Google, I need to search for my email. When I click on this kind of interface is going to open in front of me. Technetic Atlassian. Okay, I agreed and started. Home. Yep, here it is. Okay. Reactivate Jira because you know what? Previously also I used this. That's why. Okay. Let hang on. Our reboot are working it. So remember one thing here. So you are going to use Jira to manage your project. Okay, where you are going to create a sprint. Okay, for a project company side. I'm writing here company side. And here I am writing what client side. After understanding what they wanted, you are going to come for this company time and you are going to start a sprint one. Sprint one means what? Phase one. In the another language, we called it phase one. But the concern is there, you need to sync with your entire team, right? So how you can do that? So there is one technical tool we needed, and that technical tool is provided by Atlassian. Okay, provided by Atlassian to you. So I am going to open the Jira. Let it be open. Don't worry, I'm going to give you a brief about Jira in the future also while doing the training and all, right? So collaboration with the business, simple board visualization, your workflow. Okay. It's like collaboration for business teams. So he was asking me name of the project. So I am writing here EMS underscore Praful. Because my name is Praful, that's why I'm writing Praful, right?
Yeah.
I'm working on this one. When I open it, this kind of stuff is going to open in front of me, right? So this is called a project one. So you need to be there. If you look at very carefully, there was this option called add people, right? When you click on this, you can add a multiple people. You just need to write their mail IDs here and you can add them. Very simple. Even though, let's suppose I want to add my father. 313. Oh shit. VINAYAK Vinayak PHOYAR 313 @gmail.com. When I click on them, okay, so I need to click outside. Okay, project aren't editable on the free plan. Oh, so you can see here, currently I'm using free plan, right? So I can't change the role. But when I work in the real-time cases, when you take the paid version of this, so you can give the role also. Like what? He is a scrum master, right? He's a developer, he's a data analyst, he's a machine learning engineer, he's a product manager, or something like that, right? So you can give the rules. But right now we don't have it. So okay, where is gone? Oh, you can't. Okay, add a people. See, he was actually asking me to add the people, right? So when I write here, VINAYAK Boyak 313 @gmail.com. When I select this, I just need to click on Jira. There I can select the multiple Atlas and all, but right now I wanted Jira only. So I just need to click on add person. When I click on add person, this mail is going to send to that guy so that when he accept that specific one, okay, so that's going to be added over here. Okay. That is something you need to understand. Apart from that, let's suppose we are going to start what? Sprint one, right? Sprint one, I'm saying. Okay. So what I need to do? I need to be here very carefully. I can select this specific create one. What you need to do? Okay. So you can ask in this specific one when you started for EMS tool. So you need to, you need to tell me what exactly you needed. Okay. So let's suppose the first task you have, find the requirements. Oh, sorry, find the possible research on EMS tool. See, I'll tell you one thing. Nowadays, what companies are doing, especially TCS also, you know what? There is so many EMS tools we have already in the market, right? So what basically I'm going to ask my team, hey man, go in the market and find how EMS tool looks like. Okay, that is the first thing. I'm going to ask Mint, find the theme for the EMS right? Find the base requirement.
Mhm.
Like what? When I go through my EMS tool, so you can see here, there is just so many things. Like I want to know about what are the things I wanted on dashboard. I wanted on dashboard. What are the things? First, my attendance I wanted here. Birthdays in my organization. Work
Mhm.
anniversaries somebody have, right? Apart from that, it need to show my ID card. It need to show my profile and all. So these are the requirements, right? We need to ask them. See, there was a blue color, there is a green. When I click on this, it's going to turn out in the red. Okay. So these are called layout operations. Okay. So we need to understand, okay, this layout we are going to use. Why not black? Why not green? Why not yellow? Why not other? So we need to find how exactly EMS tool looks like. Then there is organization chart, sessions, attendance, trainer availability, applying leave, job openings. So what you need to understand, these are the requirements you have. So you are going to start a sprint one and you are going to ask to your team to find this one. Okay, so we are going to do that. Let me go in the board. In the board, I am going to write here first question. What is the first question? Find the possible research on EMS tool. So I'm writing find the possible research on EMS tool, right? This is the first question. Enter. Second question I am going to write. What is the second question? Find the theme for EMS. Find the theme for EMS, the employment management system. What is the next step? Find the base requirements. Find the base. Find the base requirements, right? These are the stuff you actually started. Okay.
Mhm.
But remember one thing, you cannot make him into the progress, you cannot make it to the done. Why? Because there is another person in the team that is named as a Scrum Master. Remember? You
Yeah.
can only have authority to create, but you cannot proceed. You just need to
Mhm.
have authority to create. You ask him, I need this particular thing. Now, let's suppose there is another person, person B. So the person B is a scrum master. He is going to do, okay, he started the work, he assigned the work to a guy, and he was going to move it to the in progress. So he, after a day, what he was going to do, he was going to even he can prioritize the work. So see, first he wanted a base requirement, then he was going to do it, right? You can check
Mhm.
status also. Okay. Apart from that, the scrum master, let's suppose there is a person, there is a one person who is working in my team. You can see here it's actually open. I don't want to open in front of you, but let's say when I click on this kind of interface is going to open in front of me, right? So that I can see the base requirement. When I add something here, so I can add the attachment. Attachment means what? Basically I ask him to find the base requirements, right? But there is some what I can say questions I want to find, right? I want to give you a guided way. Can you understand? Are you understanding what exactly I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Let's suppose
understand.
there is a certain law you need to follow. So there is a policies you can write here. You can add the policies. Okay. Apart from
Mhm.
that, you can add the issues or the question that you have. Apart from that, let's suppose you want to suggest me to use some links, web links. So you can provide the web links also. Okay. Over here. Now you can connect the apps, but that totally on you. I never suggest you. Even though here is you have the ability to assign. Now, when you took the paid version of this, when you have multiple people in the team, so that time you can assign this project to someone else. But right
Mhm.
now, there is no one apart from me. Okay, so I'm click on this assign to me. So see, assign to Praful Vinayak Boer, and reporter is also Praful Vinayak Boer. Okay.
Mhm.
Scrum Master is going to, let's suppose this work done by a data analyst. So he need to assign that particular part to the data analyst. Priority, you have the medium priority. You can adjust that priority by this. Now let's suppose you just started. Okay, so that's why you can keep it medium. Okay, let's suppose you have very short time to complete the project. I'm going to add the high. Do you want to give any label? So you can give it. Okay. Now that's totally on you. You can add by yourself. Let's suppose you want to add a due date. Means you want to complete this before 18. So you can write the
Mhm.
due date of the 18. If you want to add a time tracking, you can add a time tracking also. Okay. but I don't suggest you this. Date is enough. You can add a start date also. Today we are started, right? So 15 is going to be
Yeah.
my start date. Then category also you can mention, but that totally on you. Let's say you can say that primary research. So that's total things. Oh, so right now we don't have it, right? In the that, so keep it none. Okay. You don't added a team, so you cannot keep it. Hide my empty fields. Okay, so let's hide it. So these are the things you can maintain, right?
Mhm.
You can add the actions also from automation. Okay, this is not something. Okay. Now you know what? When you want to move this into the from in progress to the complete, so you can make it uh, automated also. Okay, but that's totally different part. Okay, that is very highly done by the scrum master, most probably not by us. Okay, but for that you need to have a huge amount of team, so I don't recommend this specific one. So when I click outside, I can see 18 November is the end date. Okay, high priority. This person is going to handle this task, right? So I can do the same things with this one. Now let's suppose before this only he was actually added here. So you can see, it's a good kind of sprinklers are opened, right? And this task is
Mhm.
completed. When this
Yeah.
car task is going to be completed, that person data analyst is going to report whom? This is going to report to the scrum master. Okay. After pushing into the done, he was need to report to the scrum master. Then scrum master is going to give you update. Scrum master is going to say that, hey man, this is something we have. Okay. And after having that idea, you are going to make a communication with the client. Understood? Now what you
Yeah.
needed here, if you'll go very carefully, let me change the color. Okay. So what is, how was the steps were look like? So you made a task. After that task, they was going to Scrum Master, Scrum to the analyst. And after the solution, when I go changing the color, and when I go to solution, solution is provided to Scrum, and Scrum is report to you,
Mhm.
right? And after having means what, you're gonna have a solution of your questions in your hand. After that, you can go to this client side and you can communicate with him. Hey, sir, I have this research with me. Okay, what you need to do, you need to communicate directly with the client. You need to tell me, sir, these are the things we found here. I personally feel that a blue color is a good theme for your particular company. You can say that, sir, these are the base requirement I needed from your company, right? So this is going to be your sprint one. It is going to be your sprint one. I believe till here everything is clear to you, right? The scenario
Mhm.
space.
Yeah.
The scenario, I believe, right? This is how
Yeah.
business analysts work in the company. So you are, Ankita, you are going to behave as a business analyst here. Okay. Because you are going to
Mhm.
analyze. The only sprint one is completed.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the interesting thing about the project? You are the only person who just started the sprint. Okay.
Yeah.
Now just according to you, how many sprint are going to be there?
Mm, maybe 4, 5.
Not 4 5, it's more than 100 sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah, but that depend on the project validity. Like let's suppose you are
Mhm.
making the project for Deloitte like company. Let's suppose you are making the project for Mahindra and Mahindra or the
Mhm.
Tata or the big firms. So it will take too much time. Okay, because
Mhm.
you need accurate thing, right? You need accuracy.
Yeah.
That's why it's are like working like that. Okay, and if you have a small team, then you can say 10 to 20 sprints are enough. Okay, and if you are a
Mhm.
way smaller team, so 5 6 are enough. Okay, so this is how your sprint one is going to be happen.
Mhm.
Okay, we are going to make them more extensive while training also. Don't worry about that. I'm going to take some ideology because I need to teach you this tool. Okay,
Mhm.
this is an agile. Okay, there is another tool in that last scene that is called conflicts. Okay, so conflicts is again I'm going to teach you. These are called project management tools. And those are going to be part of your resume also. That's why.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me tell you about the training part now. Okay, So we have total 15 days.
Mhm.
In this 15 days, most probably, I am going to teach you what? Scenario in BA. Apart from that, I am going to teach you one BI tool. And I am going to teach you analytics using Python. Okay. These are the three things I am going to take for you. Scenarios as a business analyst, like I took today also. Okay. After that, what I am going to do for you, right? These are the something. Now remember one thing. These are, I am not going to do on my screen. I am just going to explain the theoretical concept on my screen. The remaining entire practical things you need to do. Okay. On your, so can you tell me which system you're using, Mac or Windows?
Windows.
Perfect. Then we are going to use Power BI.
Mhm.
Power BI is a business BI tool that we are going to learn. Now remember one thing in this specific training, okay, I'm going to tell you the project management tool. Okay, business intelligence tool. And a programming language. Okay.
Mhm.
In between them, if you are good in learning, so it is going to end up at a 10 days only, but let's suppose you're not that good, so we can start with up till 15 days. After this, I am going to provide you two introductions I am going to provide you. Okay, remember that. Apart
Mhm.
from that, I'm going to provide you 5 project scenario.
Mhm.
Now you may ask me why this is. Actually, this is not part of your training. That is something extra I'm going to provide you. What is exactly it means? You know what? When I ask students to introduce themselves, they are failed to do that sometimes.
Mhm.
So many times
Mhm.
actually I've done that. Okay. Apart from that, when I ask them about their previous project, they are failed to tell me which previous project they worked on. So that's
Mhm.
why I'm to provide you these two things. Then that I am going to provide you. Okay. After that, I am going to take your mock interview.
Mhm.
In that mock interview, I am going to ask you some questions, and again, I am going to provide you how you can prepare better for the companies, right? How you can prepare yourself for the companies. This mock interview can help you in that. And I'm going to ask you question based on these three only, whatever I'm going to teach you. Okay.
Oh,
After that, what I'm going to do, there is a one review. A review by you. Second thing be a review by me, right? I'm going to add them and I'm going to submit this to the company.
okay.
And that's all.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have my contacts, right? So you can connect me anytime for the
Yeah.
questions. If you get any kind of question, you can ask me, sir, I have a question over here. Even though in this entire 15 days trainings are going to be recorded so that you can have access of this recording for your entire life. So no
Yeah.
worries, quality is going to be higher. It's going to be best. Whenever you need it, you can go through the videos and all stuff so that it will be beneficial, right? So
Yes.
this is the training structure we're gonna have. Understood?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Understood.
forget to introduce myself, right? Who I am. So, dear, my name is Vinayak Boyer. Okay, I have total 6+ years of experience in the IT. Recently, I completed 6 years, I believe. Yeah, recently I completed 6 years, and apart from that, in education nowadays, I am pursuing my PhD into the computer science. Okay, my
Mhm.
research topic is to implementation of artificial intelligence into the data engineering processes.
Mhm.
And apart from that, I have a research fellowship from IISc, okay, Indian Institute of Science. Okay, apart from that, what I can tell you, I'm doing teaching since so much long time, right?
Mhm.
Apart from that, I'm working in the scientific broadcast as a data director. Okay, we're handling the very much practical SQL queries. Okay, it's
Ah,
more on data engineering part. Apart from that, I love playing volleyball. I am a district level volleyball player.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Apart from that, I love to listen music,
Mhm.
watching movies, and
Mhm.
doing research on LLMs and all. Okay. So
Oh,
this is about me. Okay. So that's all. Yeah. I believe this information is enough, right?
yeah.
Great. So
Uh,
this is
one more thing, sir. For business analyst, I need to do the SQL also, right?
not necessary, I can say. Honestly speaking, not necessary. If you wanted, I can add this. Like, okay, I can add the SQL also. So if you adding the SQL here, okay. So if you adding the SQL, so what has happened here? Because
Mhm.
of adding the SQL, you are also eligible for another rule that is called B data analyst.
Okay.
If you know SQL also with this entire things, if you execute this one and you are adding this one, you are going to become a data analyst. So no worries, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, because there is a no business analyst. You do not need to manage the project that time, right? You need to be very careful only handling the data. So that time you use
Mhm.
SQL, Python, and the Power BI or Tableau for analyzing the data and all. Okay, so remember that.
Yeah.
I believe it's clear, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Any other question? Oh, I need to give. I
Oh
need to
no.
give. Okay. Whenever you have my contact number. We have our group, right? You can ask me
Yeah.
there also.
Yeah.
Anytime. I'm always available, right?
Yeah.
Not
I
14.
had a good teaching experience first time.
What you
You
said?
are. I had a good teaching experience first time.
Ah,
Thank you so much, sir. You're a good
must.
teacher. Sorry,
Oh, thank you
trainer.
so much. Thank you so much, dear. Let me stop recording.